I'm going to show you one of the most common things I see women do incorrectly when it comes to breathing and bracing and using their core and using their pelvic floor all together. So let's go through it. One of the first things that women do incorrectly when it comes to breathing and bracing and making sure that their core and their diaphragm and pelvic floor are all moving together is when they do a core contraction with their exercise, whether it's a squat, it's a deadlift, it doesn't matter what it is, they also pick up their pelvic floor with their breath. And why I want to debunk this is because your pelvic floor, if you move on it on your own, your pelvic floor will move on its own. So you don't need to pick it up at the same time, especially if you're doing something like 10 reps of squats. You don't want to be just kegling the whole time. You want your pelvic floor to move dynamically with your breath because that's its natural ability. It's supposed to do that. So you do not need to be lifting up your pelvic floor. That is mistake number one. The second mistake that women make all the time is when they are taking a big inhale into their belly like this, and then they exhale, they don't engage the low abs and they overgrip their top abdominal muscles. A little bit more up close. Big inhale, exhale, like that. And you can see how the lower abdominal wall just pooches out. We do not want to see that. We want to see engagement from the low abs, wrapped all the way around, cohesive from the ribs across, hip bones across, all in one motion. You don't want to see the top come down first or the bottom come up first. You want to see it all collectively come together. The other common mistake that I see people do when they're trying to engage it all at once is they also tuck their pelvis underneath like this. It's a compensatory mechanism. We don't want to see any of this tucking. We want a big inhale into the ribs, into the belly, down into the pelvic floor, and then exhale. Wrap it all together. You can see that I didn't tuck under when I wrapped, and I didn't over grip right here, and then end up the lower pooch. These are the most common mistakes that I see women make. If you change the way your pelvic floor, the way you breathe, and the way you activate your core, you will see an actual difference in how your core and your pelvic floor feel when you're exercising. If you like this tip, let me know below so I can make more videos like this.